I'm Jess Sargus, high-performance speaker, certified mental performance mastery coach, and your guide to mastering your mental game. I went from Ivy League trained attorney to undefeated MMA fighter and back again. Now I help high achievers in any field live with fierce agency, deep alignment, and the power to win consistently when it matters most. You can do it all when you train your mindset, energy, and focus like elite athletes. That's why this is the Legal Athlete Podcast, where each week I use neuroscience, performance psychology, and real-world battle-tested strategies to help you unlock sustainable excellence, bold decisions, and the courage to show up each day as the badass you are. Green light. Let's go. Hey friends, welcome back to the Legal Athlete Podcast, where we train your body, brain, and spirit for high performance with integrity, energy, and purpose. I'm your host, Jess Sargus, and today we're talking about a high performance strategy that just might surprise you. It's not grit, it's not goals, it's stillness. I know, for high achievers like us, stillness can feel lazy, like doing nothing, like you're falling behind. But neuroscience tells a different story. Stillness is one of the most high-performance moves you can make. Let's break it down. Here's why doing nothing is a brain power move. When you stop consuming input, no phone, no podcast, no spreadsheet, you don't go blank. Your default mode network, or DMN, kicks in. It's a set of brain regions that light up when you're resting, daydreaming, or walking without distraction, even in the shower. The DMN helps you reflect on your life and decisions, process complex emotions, and solve problems in the background, accessing your most creative ideas. In short, it's your brain's backstage crew, and it only shows up when the spotlight's off. So if you're always on, if you're always inputting, your brain never gets to integrate, recharge, or connect the dots in creative and inspiring ways. You're burning output with no processing time. But stillness fixes that. Here's what present moment attention actually does. When you walk outside or sit in silence and pay attention to what's right in front of you, your breath, the breeze, the sounds, you engage a different system. That's the salience network, what's important. This is your sensory tuning fork. It pulls your attention to the most important internal or external cue in that moment, like how your body feels or a shift in your mood. And it also does a few magical things. It increases dopamine, especially when you're in nature or listening to the sound of water nearby. It improves your internal self-awareness, your interoception, and it calms your amygdala. That's the part of your brain wired for threat detection and panic. Stillness lowers stress at the neurochemical level, and that gives you more control over how you show up, respond, and lead yourself and others. The truth is, you can't make good decisions on a frazzled brain. So let's talk about your prefrontal cortex, the decision maker, planner, and self-control center of your brain. When you're constantly multitasking, pushing, grinding, it gets fatigued. And when that happens, you make more mistakes. You snap at people. You lose clarity. But when you pause, studies show that quiet time, especially in nature, reduces cortisol and helps your prefrontal cortex reset. That's what brings back your clarity, your intuition, your presence. Stillness is how you trade reactivity for intentionality. Ultimately, stillness builds neuroplasticity. This one's for nerds like me who love brain adaptation. Stillness promotes neuroplasticity, which is your brain's ability to form new connections, new pathways. You've probably had a shower thought before, a genius idea or insight while doing something completely mundane like washing your hair. That's neuroplasticity at work. That's your default mode network. And it thrives when your brain has downtime. So stillness isn't doing nothing. It's creating the conditions for your brain to learn, rewire, and evolve. So what do we do with this? What's your actionable takeaway? Start your stillness practice now. Here's your challenge for this week. Build a stillness rep into your day. Now that could look like a 10-minute walk without AirPods in, or just a few minutes sitting outside, eyes up, no phone, or just breathing in your car before going inside. You can start small, but just make it intentional. The goal isn't to be productive in a traditional way during stillness. It's to let your brain recalibrate so that you can be more intentional, focused, and effective after. That's your productivity. Because here's the truth. Stillness is motion in disguise. It's where you build confidence, direction, and strength to take your next best step. And that's a move you'll never regret. Thank you for tuning in to the Legal Athlete Podcast. Remember this, you're not a machine. You're not meant to go full throttle 24/7. You are an intellectual athlete, and even the best athlete in the world needs time to recover, reset, and rise. That's a wrap. Thank you for joining me on this episode of the Legal Athlete Podcast. If today's episode fired you up or gave you something to train with, hit follow, leave a review, and share it with a fellow high achiever who's ready to raise their game. Want to bring this energy to your team, firm, or event? Or are you ready to train for your next high-stakes moment with me directly? Click the link in the show notes to connect. I'm Jess Sargus, and I coach the bold, lawyers, leaders, and anyone ready to lead their life with fierce agency. Green light. Let's go.